Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you today about why it's okay to be single. It's something that a lot of Christians struggle with, and a lot of people that aren't Christians struggle with. It's a societal problem. Society tells us that we should find contentness with somebody else and be content with them and who they are and just put our complete trust in them. But what God tells us is that we should be content with God, that we should be content to put our whole trust in Him and who He is. So the whole point of our lives isn't to find our significant other and fall in love with them and have kids. That can be part of it, but that's not the point of our lives here on earth. The point of humanity being on earth, the answer to life, it's not 42. It's that we are to bring glory to God. So if you are single, it means that God says that you can bring more glory to Him being single than being in a relationship. So if you look at it from that perspective, it's a little insulting if God gives you a partner, because it's like, you're not doing so hot by yourself. You need someone else to help you along the way now. God is the ultimate glory. And there's nothing else that compares to who He is and what He wants for us. He wants us to be happy. So if we're single, it's because He knows that we can be happy single. He knows that we can be content single. It's okay to be single. In fact, it's a blessing. And I know, people are so, I get really sick of it. I'm like, alright, I get it already. Oh my gosh. And it's always these married people telling me it's a blessing to be single. And I'm like, listen, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. But then I think about it, and it's true, because they're always and even just my friends who are I have to ask my boyfriend, I have to ask my fiance, I have to ask my husband, is this okay to go? I got a schedule with you and to this and da-da-da-da-da. I'm just let me just look at my calendar. Oh, I'm good. Let's do this. I'm ready to go. I don't have to coordinate with anybody else. If I decide that I want to take off and go on a mission trip, I can just go. Or heck, I decide I just want to take off and go on a road trip, I can just go. I don't have to coordinate with anybody. If someone needs counseling or someone needs help, or I get a phone call and someone's I really need to talk to you, I'm good. I can go. I don't have to do that. And I don't have my time eaten up by a relationship, so I'm able to spend more time in prayer and in the Word, which brings me so much closer to God. So I'm thankful that I'm single. I'm thankful that God has allowed me to be single at this point in my life. I'm way more independent than I thought I could ever be, guys. I went to a wedding by myself the other day. I just drove from Roswell, New Mexico to Arlington, Texas by myself. And my GPS wasn't even working half the time, so I did it all in my head. And with the help of a couple of maps. And my GPS went in and out. But mostly by myself, okay? And there's no one else in the car with me. It was just God and I in the car. So, there's a lot of people who are married who can't do that. And I just did it by myself. So because I'm single, God is making me way independent. I can go to movies by myself. I can go to weddings by myself. I can drive across country by myself. I can go shopping by myself. And I can spend time with God without the worry of a partner coming in and interrupt me, or a child coming in and interrupting me. Now, and that's not to say that I don't want a relationship, that I don't want to be married. God has definitely given me those desires, but it's not something I feel empty inside about anymore. You know that feeling when you look at a couple and you just long for that? Like, I don't do that anymore. I look at them and I'm like, man, like, I hope they're bringing so much glory to God. I hope that one day, like, my relationship will bring nothing but glory to God. But right now, in this moment, I'm so thankful that that's not me. Because God has me exactly where He wants me. See, God can give you a desire for something and make you wait for it. Because He wants you to find contentness in Him first. And that's okay, and you have to learn how to be okay with that. Our whole lives is a waiting game with God, and to teach us patience and love and to trust Him. And those are things that I didn't understand until the last 2 months, and how much you have to trust God. He's really, really teaching me how to do that. And it's not a lesson I don't think I could have learned if I was in a relationship. So, next time you look at a couple or you're watching How I Met Your Mother, you see everybody in a relationship, they're your friend group, just think like, man, like, I get to, all the time they're spending, like, building their relationship, I get to spend building a relationship with the Lord. I get to be hanging out with the Lord. I get to be free from that. And, like, God will bring that to me one day, or He won't, and that's fine, because I'm going to learn how to be content in the season I'm in. I'm going to learn how to be content in the Lord and who He is. And I'm going to be working on becoming a godly woman or a godly man, because that's what God wants for me. So, hope it helps, guys. See you later.